What's up YouTube, the Rain Man here. In this video I'm going to be talking about the secret dungeon that's coming this weekend. As some of you know, every couple of weekends come to us, we'll do a secret dungeon for a 3-star monster that you can get your hands on if you don't have them already, or if you're looking to get some fodder to power up other monsters or whatnot. This weekend is going to be the Water Martial Artist, which is kind of interesting since they just gave him a buff. Not a big buff, but they did buff him a little bit. So the event is going to be running from March 3rd through March 6th, at least according to the global server time frame. So it'll be available starting Friday afternoon and running all the way through Sunday night. So there's 10 stages to the floor, 10 waves. And you'll need 40 pieces. So if you can clear, if I got my memory down right here, if you can clear wave 4, actually finish wave 4, you get 1 piece. If you clear wave 5, you get 1 piece with a chance of getting 2. If you can clear wave 6, you get 2 pieces. If you can clear wave 7, you get 2 pieces with a chance of getting 3. If you can clear wave 8, you get 3 pieces. If you can clear wave 9, you get 3 pieces with a chance of getting 4 pieces. And if you clear wave 10, you get 4 pieces. Guaranteed 4 pieces. So if you can actually clear it, you can run this 10 times and you got you a martial artist. If you've not summoned one already, or if you're actually looking to get some of the build one of these monsters. Now let's go look and see what he has. Monster being water. Let's see, where is he at? There he is. Alright. So, of course, when you get him, he's a defense-based monster. So, we're just going to awaken him right now. So, his first skill kicks an enemy and stuns the target for 1 turn with a 35% chance. With max, if you scale that move up max, it's actually up to 60%. He's a defense-based monster, but his first move is actually attack-based. His second skill attacks the enemy with a thundering blow that shakes the ground and stuns the target for 1 turn with a 75% chance. The damage increases according to your defense. So the higher your defense, the more damage you're going to do with that move. With max skills on it, it actually goes up to a 95% chance to stun. So he's a single target stunner. His third skill, this is one that got recently changed. His first skill was originally 25% chance, it got up to 35% chance. And his second skill actually got taken down from 4 to a 3 turn cooldown. So his third skill is the one that got nerfed kinda. Circulates the body with chi to increase the defense for 2 turns and counterattacks when you're attacked. So he actually boosts his defense. Originally it was a healing move, but it doesn't heal anymore. So it actually boosts his defense, which is good because his second skill is defense based. So if you can use his third skill, you got a revenge going on. You get your defense boosted up. You go to attack the enemy. You hit him with the second skill. That move hits a lot harder now. So, but that is that's a 5 turn cooldown. So it's a defense-based monster, and he stuns. It's a single target stun though, so you may want to keep that in mind if you do decide to try and build one of these guys. Let's see if I can move this over. If you actually have, there we go. If you can look at his stats here, the water right here, his HP is actually the lowest of the 5, and he's actually tied with the fire and the dark. His attack is actually the highest, except for the wind monster, except for the wind martial artist. So he's got the second highest attack. So it's not bad considering his first move is a revenge move. His defense is actually the middle one. It's actually the 3rd. So it's the 3rd lowest or 3rd highest, however you want to look at it. And considering it's a defense-based monster. The other two, the fire and the dark, are also defense based, and their defenses are actually higher than his. His speed is the same as the rest of them, except for the wind, I think the wind gets a speed boost when he's awakened. Crit rate, crit damage. Their bases is the same basis as for most other monsters. His resistance actually gets a boost when he's awakened, so it goes from 15 to 40% resistance. So it's actually going to be more resistant, so he can actually avoid defense breaks since he is a defense monster. So let's move that back out of the way now. So you see he's kind of in the middle. Probably not a whole lot of variation with him in between the other monsters. Like I said, he's got the lowest HP of any of them, but he also is like the center. He's like third lowest, third highest. He's dead center for the defense. Now his excuse me, you could probably use him like if you're an early game player. You probably use him maybe since he is a single target stunner, so he can help maybe crowd control. And if you're starting to play in arena a little bit. He's a defense tank, so you could probably get him with some high defense runes from some Swift or energy runes out of Giants if you're running that already. It's not going to be good if the opponent's got ignored defense monsters such as like the light high elemental. I believe is the one that has an ignored defense move. Lucians, anything that ignores defense. Copper can ignore defense with his third skill if his defense is higher than yours. So, you get defense broken, he can actually one-shot you. So it's not going to be a great monster. So if you want to use him, you may want to keep in mind of who you're going up against. I said probably the best place probably going to be early game arena or maybe guild if you're starting to play in guild a little bit. Maybe the good places to use him. If you plan to build him, I would suggest probably going triple defense or speed defense. You may want to try to get some HP, attack, and actually subs. That way, if he actually is revenging, at least his attacks are actually going to have a little more power. Plus, with the accuracy, he'll actually be able to have a better chance of actually landing the stuns. Maybe his HP would actually help to, like I said, he has a high defense. He has a low HP, so HP substats are going to help to at least boost that up a little bit. You're probably going to want to build him. Let's say if you're running Giants, probably Swift and probably Swift Energy. If you are starting to work in Dragons a little bit, you could probably get some Violent Guard or Violent Focus, or Swift Guard, Swift Focus. If you're a late game player who's actually running a lot of Necro, one suggestion I did read was actually a Vampire Blade, and that would be to get him with defense, crit damage, defense, and get some crit rate subs on him. At least with Vampire's actually refilling himself, and with the revenge move, he's going to hit and refill his energy a little bit. So that's a possibility. More than likely, most players, I'd say probably 90% of the players out there are actually going to be using this guy as food. They may use him for skilling up maybe the wind or the dark or light martial artist. If they are using them, like I said, the light and darks are pretty much elemental neutral. So if you're going to use any of them, those are probably the two most people are going to be trying to use. So he's let's say more likely you're going to be using him for food. I said 90% of the players out there will be using him for food, using him for skill ups, or just to make other monsters higher star levels. So, but as you see, like I said, so that's going to be, if you're actually going to go into this, when you go into start to attack this this secret dungeon, you want to bring defense breakers or people who ignore defense. Like I said earlier, the light high elemental ignores defense. It's a single target ignore defense. Lucian, he has an AoE ignore defense, so it's going to take these guys down a little faster. Someone like Copper might not be a good idea. I know he has an AoE defense break, so it might actually be useful. For helping your other monsters maybe take them down a little bit. So if you got a Copper, that might be a possibility. So of course, like with most any secret dungeons, if you're early on trying it, bring a healer. Bring at least 1 or 2 healers. Monsters that do a defense breaks are going to help out here. So I say anyone that does a single target defense break, such as the almighty Bella, the light Inagami. So there's your healer and a defense break all in one. So you might want to keep that in mind whenever you go into this dungeon. Like I said, whenever early on, he's not going to be awakened. But as you get higher up in there, there's going to be more awakened versions of it. So they're going to be higher defense, higher resistance. So they may actually resist your defense breaks. So keep that in mind as well. So, but that's going to be it for this video. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment them down below. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. And until next time, hope you have fun. Later.